Hi, everyone, and welcome. I am Kelly Cromer, and I am premiering my very first ever podcast, and it is entitled Race Wife Life 77 for Better, for Worse. So, thank you to everybody who's joining me. Thank you to those of you who have been encouraging me to do this. When I talked of it, it's been a long time coming, and decided to finally do it. So, here we are. It's going to be very real. This is my very first time doing a podcast. So there's a lot of things that I'm learning along the way. And the bloopers and blunders will be, I'm sure, showing a lot because, yeah, I'm still learning everything. So this is going to be a fun ride. And I hope that you like the journey with me and that you'll be here with me all along the way because Race Wife Life 77 for better for worse is not just about me or for me. This I have created because I wanted to highlight all of the dedicated ladies out there who stand behind a driver and give so much time, energy, and so much of themselves to see to it that their driver is successful at the racetrack. Um, this is one of the lovely racetracks that we've gone to behind me. I just love and adore this picture because it has both of our 77 cars on. Um, we have Thunderstruck and we have Back in Black that we have our cars titled. And then this is just a gorgeous sunset. Let's see. Maybe you can see it that way. Yeah. So anyway, gorgeous sunset at one of the southern tracks that we raced at, and this is just one of the highlights of racing. Racing is just like a marriage. There's like really great days, and everything's going well, and then there's some really bad days. Yeah, the bad days are not really bad. And anybody involved in racing knows what I'm talking about. Okay, when you get that checkered flag or the car comes home in one piece and you did your best and you're happy with your finish, it's a great day. If you're involved in a wreck, the car is junk, and you're not even sure if it's going to make it back on the track ever. Yeah, for worse, not a good day. And there's a lot of ups and downs, and it's a lot of trials and tribulations. And either you can throw in the towel or you can try to figure it out and talk it out and give it another try. So a lot like marriage, and I just wanted to bring that into this podcast a little bit, which hence is the for better for worse. Being a race wife, I've been a race wife for about 30 years now, and I never was into racing much prior to meeting my husband. I had some friends that raced, and I went to see them couple times. Maybe I could count on one hand. But racing was not my thing. I really didn't know anything about it. To me, it was just like, oh, cars are going around on the track round and round. And I know that's what a lot of my friends think, and they can't understand why I'm still doing this after 30 some years, being, uh, running around racetracks and taking to racetracks and helping out in the garage and just supporting my husband on this. But it's kind of in my blood now. It's been something that we've been doing since we met, and he's been doing a long time before that. He's been doing it for about 45 years, and like I said, we've been together about 30 years, and it's just become a part of who I am now. And as I've said to many people, it takes a lot of time, energy. Takes away from attending other events, and so therefore we don't always get to do the things that we would like to be doing with our friends because we're racing. But this is what we do, and we greatly appreciate all the invitations and invites that we get. But the old "sorry, I can't, we're racing" comes into play a lot, and I hope that my friends who I give that notice to a lot, that response, watch this episode, watch all my episodes, and understand what it is that we're doing when we are not at the events that we get invited to. So, on that note, I just want to share and say I am looking forward to having all my race wife friends, my racers' moms, the racers' daughters, the racers' sisters, the racers' grandmothers. I know so many ladies of those titles, and I really hope to have you on the show. This is going to be a show that highlights those ladies. So that means I would love to have you in studio with me on the screen. I know, wouldn't it be fun? On the screen, split screen, me and you. and to actually have somebody else to be talking to and looking at that rather than myself right now in the future to seriously have you on the show and you could just call in. I could have you as a voice and you could just call in and we could hear your story and have you share some highlights and some low points of what it's like for you being involved with your racer and the many tasks and the ways that you support him or her. I would love to either, like I said, have you in studio, have you just audio where you can be talking if you don't want to be on screen, or even at the racetracks, meeting up with you and interviewing you there. Yes, I got equipment that I can take on the road and I can do recordings from the truck. Look out, Kevin Cromer, while we're traveling. Yeah, I'm going to be podcasting. It's going to make for good times. I can tell this already. Anyway, he'll love that. He just loves when I'm maneuvering in the passenger seat as we're going, 500 miles away. And anyway, yes, so that's to come. I have little clips from when I'm helping out down in the garage. That's always exciting and interesting and often very entertaining if you're a spectator because of the things that I'm not doing necessarily the way that he would like me to be doing them when it comes to working on the car. I do my best when nobody else is available and I'm the only one. Well, hey, you get what you get. So, I help out here at the garage. There's going to be things on this show that we can share about uh, self care. I would love to know what you do for some self care when racing is so consuming and you're doing your part and maybe, like I said, helping out. And meanwhile, managing a career, job, whatever you do, family. Um, there's just so much in our lives, but it seems like every day, in addition to just, maintaining a career and a job and an income, there's also the task of all the chores at home, from grocery shopping, cleaning, laundry, etc. Um, Going down into the garage and helping out when needed, loading up, packing up, going to the store, buying not just household groceries, but the sports drinks, the food, everything, doing the laundry for and packing for prepping for the race weekend that's up and coming. I know that with our series, we travel and a lot, everybody pretty much that's with us, we all travel. So a lot of times we'll get some food together and I know I usually put crock pots out and I have a Keurig and for coffee and snacks and everything else in our trailer, but we've joined forces with some other teams and they bring things, we bring things, and we end up having like a nice buffet for the day with crew members and also the drivers and such. So it keeps us going because race days can be very long, very, very long. Can I just tell you that? I mean, even though they say you don't need to be at the track but till like 11 or noon, I don't know about your driver, but my driver's like, come on, 9 a.m. We got to be there. We got to be there. We got to be one of the first up there at the gate, for signing in and getting in and not getting unloaded so we can practice. And I mean, it's long. It's a lot. It's a whole lot. And I know that you know what I mean. And so this is going to be very candid, very real. Um, Ladies, I want you to share with me, you know, all the things that you do, all the things that make you want to rip your hair out, all of the things that make you want to throw in the towel, but you don't. You haven't, and and you won't. It's stressful. When they're upset about things, you're right there on the home front, right there taking it. Um, and when they're really thrilled and happy about things, it's a celebration. It's a wonderful thing. And I don't know about you, but it like just makes me feel fabulous because I love to see when all the hard labor that my husband does working on the cars pays off and, he gets a win because it's a 7 days a week job, 365 days a year. So, ladies, I have so many of you. Um, just in my mind that have been my supporters at the track through these good times and bad times that just have got me through the highs and the lows because we share a lot. We don't always necessarily get to see each other a lot, but we have a lot of things in common. And when we are at the track and able to talk, it's a great thing. And when we connect, it's definitely a bond. And I feel like it's like we've become family. And so I know that everybody has so much going on in their lives, and they continue to just be support and encouragement and motivators for everybody else. However, as they say, you got to take care of yourself before you can really help others. It gets tough, and especially with racing, it gets even harder. Um, we have been through a lot of situations on the track where it's been scary moments. Um, you know, even it's this show, I feel like needs to highlight those first responders that are at the tracks, because when something goes awry, whether it be wreckage, whether it be flames, anything, those first responders are there, and they make it a point, once they know the driver's okay, they usually make it a point to contact the racing family that's in the pit area to let them know that the driver's okay, and they let them, let us see them. But before that, who's there for me when if my husband is involved in a crash and I'm terrified, I have my race wives, the racers' daughters, the other racers, their people, their women just come over and wrap themselves around me and just are like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Let's go see if we can find out what's going on. Let's get some answers. And I'm sure he's going to be okay. And they are like holding me up when the worst of times come, until I know that I can breathe and stand on my own 2 feet, that everything's okay, and that he's all right. So, ladies, you have been my rocks, and I just am here because I want all of us to be each other's rock. With a brand new season, Daytona 500 is happening right now. I decided that this was the best night to record at my premiere, and I'm hoping to get it out broadcasted tonight. I'm not sure if I'm going to be ready to do that, if it's all going to go well or not. It might not go out until tomorrow. But on this note, I just wanted to do a little welcome. Please join me. Please share with your other racing friends and family about my podcast and the ladies, and please have them check it out. I am going to be doing some live air broadcasts. I'm going to do some taped recordings, probably some taped in the beginning here, just till I can get some practice with doing the live and everything, just to make sure everything works right before posting. Then when I do the live, I certainly will be posting it. I'm looking forward to, like I said, having people, but during the live broadcasts, either connect with me through comments, or even just calling in. If I can have where you can call in, that would be great. And like I said, have you be a guest on my show. Please, please, please join me, be a guest. We'll just talk about your driver, how you met, the things that you do when it's not racing time, the things that you do for your driver when it is racing time, and just anything that's a favorite of yours, whether it be sharing a recipe to sharing a self-care tip. If you have a product, if you if you have a business, a small business, my lady friends here, my racer supporters here, the ladies of the racers, if you have a small business or anything and you have a product, whether it be something you create or anything, and you'd love for me to air it and promote it, just reach out, let me know. I would definitely love to give you a shout out and have you come on my show. And as a guest, you can make mention of what it is that you do. And because I don't know about anybody else, but I love, love, love buying anything that is racing related, whether it be like a nice big black and white checkered bag to put my race day stuff in, or the travel mugs that have something race wife related to it. Anything. I mean, I love going to the motorsports shows and seeing what they have for the ladies, for the girls, that we can purchase and just keep and have to take with us on a daily basis when we go racing. So, on that note, if there's anything that you would like to share, I would gladly support you and have you announce it here too. So, I think I'm going to wrap it up for tonight, because there are so many more episodes to go. And I really appreciate you being here. Racewife Life 77 for better, for worse. I do have a Facebook page that I started. It's Racewife Life 77. And you can check me out there. I will be posting some pictures, some more. Let's see. What do I want to say? Well, I'll just be posting when I'll be having these broadcasts. Um, and so that you can plan on attending or following or catching uh, the replay sometime at your convenience. But yes, I am excited to be here. I'm so excited to have this podcast and this opportunity to highlight all of you. Seriously, this is not for me. This is for you. This is for me just because I need my people, and you all are my people. You really do support me, and I mean, even at the track staff, the various tracks, the staff, the ladies there. The lady staffing is amazing because they too back our racers and stand behind our racers, because if they weren't there, we would not be racing. And like I said, the first responders at the track, those ladies are amazing and are part of this, along with, like I said, the racers who are dads, moms at their little girls that are there. They do a lot. There's a lot. These little ones help out so much at the track. They're so cute, and doing their part that they can, and even cheering on. And along with, like I said, the racing moms, those racer moms. Um, the racer's mom is incredible. I was a race mom. My sons raced, and oh my goodness, I mean, I'm a nervous wreck when my husband's out, and I'm really a nervous wreck when my kids were out. And my grandson raced. So, racing moms or grandmas, you're welcome on here. I know a lot of you too. And like I said, it's there's a lot of ladies out there who support the racers. So that's what this show is about. I want to bring us all together because there's often podcasts and highlights of the race car drivers. But hey, what about those ladies that keep those guys going and those gals going out there? We have men and women drivers, but we have so many women who are behind those drivers. And like I said, whether they're in the shadows or in the spotlight with their driver, they deserve recognition. And this is your recognition, ladies. All right. I want to have you here. I want to hear your stories. I'm going to be talking it up with a lot of the different things that drive me crazy when we're traveling, to all the loves that I have, as far as what makes me excited, what do I love about the racetrack and the car, and the travel, um, and just the people, the fans. The fans have been magnificent. Yeah, truly magnificent. Uh, when we've gone through some hard times, and I'll tell you what, our fellow competitors, our racing family, um, near and far. There, we don't live near each other. There's many of us that are, a thousand miles away from each other, and the fans too. Same thing. Unbelievable support when we were going through something really challenging, and we currently are going through something challenging. So, what better time to call upon my racing families, especially those ladies that are my rocks. Like I said, you all are my rocks. And I appreciate it. And this is just something, like I said, perfect timing. And what better but on the Daytona 500 of 2024 to be premiering. So, all right, I have talked enough. And I can't wait to have you all with me again and talking some more with you, and having you be the guest and doing some talking. So, until next time, my friends, thank you so much for being with me. This is Racewife Life, for better, for worse. And I hope that you have a really great night and all things better this week. All right, take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.